everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this card using the Sweet Fruit stamp set. So I'm going to use the lemon image for this card, and I'm also going to use white daisy cardstock and some green apple cardstock. So let's get started. I'm cutting the green apple at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then I'm going to cut the white daisy at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to flip my Versamat to the soft side for stamping. So this is a piece of masking paper. This is from Judikins, and I got it off Amazon, and it's a low-tack paper that you use for masking your stamped images. So I'm going to stamp out the full lemon and then the slice on this masking paper, and then I'm going to fussy cut each of these images. So I'm going to fussy cut instead of using the dies because I can get the cut line right up against the stamped image line, and that way there won't be as much of a void between stamped images once I start stamping on my card. Okay, so I'm going to use Sundance and Lemonade for the lemons, and I've got a piece of scratch paper behind my white daisy cardstock so that I can stamp over the edges. The leaves are going to be in green apple and clover. So these stamped images, you get a solid image or a mostly solid image for the base, and then you get a detailed image. So the base is going to be in Lemonade, and then I'm going to stamp over it in Sundance for all the details of the lemon. So I have my first lemon stamped out, and then I'm going to take my mask and cover it with my mask. So now I can take the sliced lemon and stamp so that it's kind of overlapping my first image just a bit so that it looks like it's behind the full lemon. So I'm going to stamp around the outer edges of this piece of white daisy cardstock and have just lemons and slices and leaves all around the edges. So then I'll add my mask for the other stamped image, and then I'm going to stamp some leaves. So I'm using green apple for the base and then clover for the detailed leaf image. So I'm going to scatter some of these around for some contrast. This is a great pattern to make cards that are flat to send in the mail. The stamped images just give all the detail you really need, and you won't need any extras for this card. And so if you need to send a bunch of cards through the mail and you want to keep them as flat as possible, this is a really good pattern. So I've sped everything up, and I'm just going to show stamping all around the edges. So I keep stamping, and then I'll move my mask and stamp some more. I'm alternating between the full lemon and the sliced lemon, and then adding in leaves where they'll fit. Lots of stamping for this card, so if you like to stamp, this is your design. I love this stamp set. It's simple and yet detailed, and it's really fun to work with. And I just really love the bright colors of this card. It's happy. So all around the edges, I have all my lemons stamped. Okay, so for my sentiment, I'm going to use the thank you sentiment from the sentiment stamp set from Melissa Esplin. It's a nice big thank you. And then I'm going to stamp that right in the center with black ink. I think the black will really pop against all those bright yellows and greens. So you can swap out your sentiment and do the same design for a bunch of different sentiments, and you could even do a whole set of cards. Okay, so there's a closer look. Let's build our card, keeping this simple. So it'll be a landscape, top fold A2 card. So I've got that green apple cardstock that I cut at the beginning. So I'm going to use the darker side. I think there's more contrast there. I'll just put it down with Tombow. And then I'll add my stamp panel on top. So all of these supplies are currently available in my online store. And this stamp set will be available for quite some time if you're only interested in the stamp set. If you want the stamp set with the thin cuts, then you do need to purchase that. It's while supplies last. So I'll make a list of supplies with links in the description below. I appreciate you watching my video today. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching.